It's just a good day. That's nice, ain't it? Oh, it's so easy. There's nothing to be careful about here. Every 5-year-old's dream, right? Tacky taco, it's time. Oh, that's very nice. Hey, you know how to do it. Woo. Something didn't work right. Swimming in transmission fluid soup. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We're making good progress. We're inching closer to putting this thing back on the road for the first time in almost 50 years. And not only are we putting it back on the road, but we're going to put it on the drag strip. And ideally, if everything happens the way that I want it to, if my plan comes to fruition, then we will be lining up against Sleeper Dude in his funny Fairmont, altered wheelbase Ford Fairmont. We're going to line up and we're going to drag race. So thank you for all the support. Let's get into the action. This is the 350 turbo transmission that was in the El Camino and that we're putting in the Henry J. And I wanted to put a shift kit in it. When I tore it apart, turns out it already had a shift kit in it. But I took it apart anyways, just to make sure everything was up to snuff. And it was. And I've had lots of troubles since then. But now we're putting it back together. This has been a hassle, and I'm hoping that we can just put it back together and everything works like it's supposed to. We'll see about that. That was one of my troubles, was the S-clip. As I was taking this apart, notice I have the transmission upside down. As I was taking this apart, the S-clip came out, went down into the deep, dark black hole of death. But I got it back out. All right, we got the valve body back on. We got our S-clip. Everything's in. Everything works as it should. We got plenty of clearance. Everything's ready to go back together. So I'm going to put a new filter on. Okay. I don't know if you heard my shoulder pop. That's how you know that you tighten it enough. It's kind of like a torque wrench. Transmission pan, look at that thing. That's nice, ain't it?
Beautiful.
I'm probably going to end up swapping one out for like a nice cast aluminum finned pan. But for now, I'm going to set that bad boy right back on there, right where it came from. The gasket is not so good. That's not good. I think we can fix it. Okay. Hey, that's better. That's a lot better. Okay. Now we just get this gasket to line up, which is just going to be horrible. Man, what a piece of junk.
That's the first time you've said it this whole project.
I know. Well, in regard to this transmission pan, I think I have every right to call that a piece of junk. Got our transmission fiasco took care of, hopefully. Now it's time to put the torque converter in it. We got this new torque converter from Summit Racing. The old one, I ran the numbers on it, and it was a 2,800 RPM stall. This one is I think it said 28 to 3,200. Looks like it'll be a little bit more forgiving on the starting line. Who knows with this combination? It's a lightweight car. It's got 538 gears. It's a big block. There's so many factors here that I don't even know. So we got to start somewhere. This Summit Racing piece is very affordable, and I feel like that's a good place to start. So we're going to put some fluid in it. Walmart brand transmission fluid. Nope. It's just a good day. It's a good day. It's fine. Yeah.
Can you explain to us what happened?
No, I can't explain it, actually.
Can you tell us what happened, though?
I knocked over transmission fluid bottle that had the lid off of it, and that's going to be right in the way. Right in the middle of the floor. Come on. Well, guys, it's getting serious. The motor is off the stand, hanging on the cherry picker while I wait on this fluid to drain into the converter. It's time to put this stuff together, put this motor back in this car. And slide it into the transmission. And we should feel 2 distinct clicks. There's 1. There's 2. Now we're spinning around, not feeling any binding, not hearing any bad noises. All right, I've rigged up a little stand here with my floor jack. Now it's time to roll it in. Let's scoot it over a little bit, jack it up a little bit. Here we go, like a glove. Get a couple of bolts started. All right, now that the engine and transmission are bolted together, we can look and see how much of a gap is in between the flex plate and the torque converter. You see there's a gap there. And that's okay. There's actually supposed to be at least a 1/16 of an inch gap, but no more than 5/16 of an inch gap. So I had a hard time getting my caliper in there to actually measure this, but what I do know is that my caliper is an 1/8 inch thick. So let's see what this looks like. Okay, so that caliper's in there. So we're looking at a little over an 1/8 of an inch. I'm thinking probably 3/16 at the most. So we're good to go. We don't need to shim this. We can just bolt it straight up, and we'll do that by bolting it from the back side here into this threaded tab on the torque converter. Well, here it is. It's bolted together, and it's getting ready to go into the Henry J, hopefully for the last time. We got the kids, we got the junk, got the engine. I think it's time to lift this thing up, put it in there. What do you think? Yeah. All right, let's do it. Come on now, you're stronger than that. You're stronger than that. Put your weight into it. Your whole body. Go. Ugh. You don't have much of body weight there, do you? I have an advantage on the body weight situation.
Would you like me to try?
Yeah, how about you do it? I bet you can wear it out. Oh, she already broke it. 1 pump and broke it.
Man, this is easy.
Oh, it's so easy. Oh, wow, it's so easy, she says, as if she's comparing herself to a little 5-year-old boy.
Well, I'm sorry.
I think you probably got it high enough. Hold that. Don't hit your sister with it.
Oh, he would.
I won't.
Okay. Yeah.
Super duper heavy.
Okay. Dangling. Twirling. Hey, here we go. All right. We're getting real close. We got to start going down now. Oh, I need my down stick.
Down stick.
Nice and easy.
Now what are we going to do?
Okay, now we're going to slide it back a little more. Make sure all of our wires and cables are out of the way. I'm pretty sure we can roll her straight in there. What do you think?
Do it.
You stand over there, Isaac, and tell me if I'm going to hit anything. Okay, because I can't really see it from here. I'm way up here. You need to have your eyes on this. Look, stand right here and have your eyes back here to make sure none of this is going to hit the body or the frame. Okay?
Okay.
That's your job. This is a big deal right here. Let him soak it in.
Daddy,
Yeah, bud. Thanks, buddy. That's what I'm talking about. That's good help right there. What about now? It's getting close back there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting close. It's not banging off anything, so that's good. I think I can let it down. Okay. Now I think it'll roll backwards and clear the transmission cross member. Oh goodness, I got a little crooked there, didn't it? I went ahead and put my fuel pump on because it was convenient. And I put these fittings in there. And that's just one thing that's blocking us right now. So take that loose and we should be able to slide this motor straight back. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to take the fuel pump off. Let's just do it. Why not? Why would I sit here and wonder about it when I could just be doing it? What do you think about that? What do you think about it?
Yay.
Yeah, that looks pretty good in there. Let me see what's going on under here. Yeah. Oh man.
What?
Yeah.
Happened?
Nothing happened. It's just all good. It's good things. So I need to come down a little bit. Whew. Okay. Now, straight back. Okay, this looks pretty good. We're there. It's time to start bolting some stuff up. Get some of these.
That's what I want to do.
Okay, he's good at bolting things. All right, Isaac, here's 2 bolts. 2 bolts. There you go. 1, 2. We'll set this, and what we're going to do is put our bolts through these holes right here. Okay?
Okay.
Can you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Is it lined up?
This way?
Yep, just like that. You got it. You don't have to turn it. Go ahead and put the other bolt in. Okay, good job. All right, we got 4 bolts. Now it's time for 4 nuts and washers. All right, now we got our 4 big mamas here. These 4 big bolts are going to bolt this to the motor.
Oh.
And see, we're not quite lined up yet. We got to let the motor down a little bit, and it needs to roll forward just a little bit. So let's do that. It's a nice shot right there. Need to go up a little bit with the jack, Isaac. Okay.
That's enough?
That's, yeah, actually, probably too much. Let's see.
They're big ones.
These are big bolts. Okay.
Thick.
Yeah, we got all of our bolts started. Okay, Isaac, this is our time. You got to put one hand here, remember? There you go. Now tighten it. There you go. You don't need to be so careful, okay? This is just a car. Just big old thick pieces of metal. There's nothing to be careful about here. Let's see, now he's going. He got it going now. Yeah. Tighten that thing up. Keep going until it gets tight. Now go for it. Phew. You see his muscles? I think I did.
He went.
Hey.
Other side.
Got that thing torqued down, son. See, that's way better. There you go.
That is so good.
Just don't let it slip. Have some busted knuckles.
This is a long hole. Like the
It is like a long tunnel, isn't it? Putting a big block Chevy, a 51 Henry J. I mean, that's every 5-year-old's dream, right?
This is stronger.
Yeah, you're being really strong to get that one tight. That's a 7/16 bolt there. I think you got it. Good job.
There we go.
Isaac didn't have any trouble with it. Ah,
I know this is for your camera, Daddy.
yeah.
When she's done with that one, I'll have to do the bottom one.
Nah, you already got to do a bunch. Another piece of the puzzle, your drive shaft. So this is actually the drive shaft that came out of the El Camino donor car, and I had it shortened by Chattanooga Driveline. They brought this thing down to the right length, put me some new U-joints in there. This thing's ready to bolt in. Let's just hope that my measurements are right, and then it'll go from this 350 turbo right over to this 12-bolt yoke. I took the drive shaft loop loose, lowered it down a set of holes. Now it should fit right in there, and it does. Look good. We'll go in. That is on. That's really close. Not close enough. Okay, we got to figure out a way to get the drive shaft to go in the transmission just a little bit more. If it'd go in a 1/2 inch, I'd be able to get this on. All right, that was a pretty tight fit, but I took the caps off of the U-joint and was able to wiggle it in there. Now I got it set. I can put my U-bolts in. Good to go. I'm gonna put this motor together. I think it's a good day for it. We got everything cleaned up. We got the Corvette out of here so we can get around the car a little bit. This is a big day because we've been waiting for months and months and months to use that big pile of parts that's sitting over there. All right, we're ready to start bolting some stuff up to this big block. I'm gonna start on the bottom side. So we got this new starter. It came from Summit Racing. This is one of their Summit branded starters. Nice and small. It's gonna fit on there just right. It comes with the bolts and shims if you need it. Hopefully we don't need any shims. Hopefully it'll just bolt up and work just right. Let's go fit it up and see how it does. You can see it's got straight across bolts, but it's got 2 different sets of bolt patterns. So hopefully this works for us. These headers, hopefully they fit. You think they're gonna fit? Okay. We're excited about bolting some things on. It opened right up, didn't it? There they are. Now those are gonna be heavy. Big old hooker headers.
Bubbles.
Bubble wrap, yes.
Gotta get in.
Yeah, that's a good way to do it. See you later.
No.
Huh? Oh. What's in there? Gaskets. See ya.
Just close a little bit of it.
Okay, I'll close a little bit of it. Goodbye. All right, it's time to see if these big monster hooker headers,
Master.
they're a big monster, aren't they? We're gonna see if these big old headers are gonna fit in this Henry J. Okay, these headers are huge.
They're huge.
They are huge, and I'm hoping that we can get them past the frame rail. Get them up here. Ooh, we made it.
Oh, dear, for sure.
Wow, come on. Okay. Whew. Well, bolting the headers on turned out to be quite a fiasco. And it's not anything to do with the quality of the headers. It's just that this is a 51 Henry J with a big block in it, and you're going to run into these problems. So when I did the research on this car, and I talked to Bob Treadway, who had a big block in it, he told me Camaro Nova headers is what he used. Well, that's what I ordered, and who knows what's changed between now and then. This engine mounting arrangement might be different. I'm not sure, but I ended up having some fitment issues and had to beat a little bit here to clear the frame rail. And then back here in this aluminum foot box, I had to cut out a notch. So now we've got fitment. We've got clearance. We're good to go. We're ready to bolt this thing on. Yeah, you'll need a wrench. So just put it in there until you can't turn it anymore, and then do the next one. That's way better than a wrench.
When it's tight, I'm not going to go very fast.
Yeah. Whoop. Gotta keep that one hand pushing in. There you go.
So close, Daddy.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's probably enough right there. We don't want to tighten it too much. We want to get these others run in. Get it rotated around. Now you need a hand down here, pushing towards the engine. There you go. Gotta keep that hand pushing. Otherwise your socket will just fall right off the bolt every time. I like this. You having one side and I have the other. Mm-hmm. This works out pretty good. You need this wrench. Will that help you get on it? See how it does. That's my favorite header wrench right there. Fits on most bolts, even if you got tight clearances.
It still doesn't fit.
Oh man, how's it going over there?
Getting it.
Good.
But you're gonna beat me.
I don't know, this last one's fighting me back here. It's hard to get to. You go somewhere with Mama today?
Yep.
Where'd you go?
Then we go to the big store.
Yeah? Did you get some car parts for the Henry J?
Yes.
Thank you for doing that. That saved me a big trip. Can you see what's in there? It's so tall you can't even see in there. This came from Weiand. Our friends at Holley provided this for us, and this is like what every big block needs. This is a two-piece deal. Most of them are. We got to bolt that together. They got gaskets that came with it, and then we're going to stick it on the engine. Actually, we might stick it on the engine and then bolt it together. We'll see. Summit Racing sent us these bolts. This is a complete bolt kit for the outside of a big block Chevy. Intake manifold bolts, that's what we're going to be using right now. Water pump, fuel pump, the whole 9 yards. Header bolts. These are super nice to have handy. I could use the crusty stuff that I took off of this engine, but it'll look so much better with these really nice looking bolts.
Guys, can be on the track.
Is Josh going to be on the track? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hopefully me and him will be able to line up together and do a little race.
Wheelie at the same time.
A wheelie at the same time? I hope so. That'd be so cool. We've always wanted, me and Josh both have always wanted a car that would do a wheelie. And now he's got one that'll just stand right up on the back bumper. And we don't know what this thing's going to do, but maybe it'll do a wheelie. But that would be like my dream come true if we could do a wheelie together and there was video or picture of that. That would be so cool.
You think you're gonna have a dream about that?
A dream about it? I bet I will. I bet I'll have lots of dreams about this car. I've already had some dreams about it. Time to set the intake on. We got the correct gaskets now that have the little notches up here for the extra holes. We got our silicone beads run. I think it's time. Let's see. Yep, it's getting tacky.
Tacky taco.
Tacky taco. It's time. Here we go.
Taggy, taggy, taggy. And it's gonna. Daddy is squishing it.
You're squishing it.
Yeah.
Okay. We're sitting on there. All right, this is important. We got to tighten these middle ones first, and then we'll work our way out. And we're just getting it snugged up. You don't have to go crazy. I don't know how your muscles get. Okay, I think you got it. Okay.
No, for,
Neither. Probably for linkage.
yeah. I like that motor.
Yes, me too. It's so good.
Yeah.
It's time to put the distributor in. See if we can make it fit. Goodness, it's tight. Huh. That's what I'm talking about right there. Set right down in there. Pointer pointing towards number 1. I already did that one in the very back. It's super hard to get to. Part of the cooling system on this car is going to be an aluminum water pump. This came from Summit Racing. It's pretty generic looking. It doesn't have any markings on it or anything, but it looks like a pretty nice piece. It already had these fittings tightened and installed, so that's pretty handy. And part of our bolt kit that we bought for this thing came with water pump bolts, so gotten our paint job a little messed up today, but that's what happens when you're working. You're working hard, sometimes your paint job gets messed up.
All the stuff is on the motor.
We'll have to clean it up real good when we get done wrenching on it.
Are you all the people watching me?
Am I all the people? I'm not all the people, but all the people in here, they're watching you.
But you just gonna watch me right there.
And then hopefully thousands and thousands of people will watch you on YouTube. Yeah.
all of them, everyone who likes cars.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope everybody who likes cars watches this video.
And all the other ones.
Yeah, and all the other ones, that's right.
And all drag cars have these kind of motors.
No, not all drag cars.
Not like this.
There are a lot of drag cars with big block Chevys with this type of engine, but this is a little different than a lot of drag cars.
Than all of the other Chevys.
Yeah.
All the other ones are Chevys, but this one's not a Chevy, but it is.
Yeah, it's not a Chevy car, but it's got a Chevy motor.
What about we try to turn it into a Chevy?
Turn it into a Chevy?
Chevy gasser.
Ah, I don't think I want that. I like Henry J's. It's my favorite car in the world.
Me too.
Really?
I think Carly too.
Probably.
I just go slow because I'm talking a lot.
Oh, happens.
Wrench.
A wrench.
Grinch. I saw the Grinch before.
Yeah, you did. So to keep this thing cool, we've got Summit Racing aluminum radiator. And the way that I ordered this was a bolt-in unit like for a Camaro or Nova. And I just measured from here to here on these existing uprights to get a rough idea of the size we needed. Hopefully it works. Let's see. There we go. Let's take it out of this bag. Get a good look at it. Now, I'm all about being period correct, but I'm also about cooling. So what I'll probably do is paint this black. That's super nice, but it's a little too nice for this car, don't you think? Maybe a little too shiny. Okay, moment of truth. Get out of the way. Okay. Okay, I think that fits. Got the aluminum radiator pretty much mounted here. Only had to drill 2 holes. Got it fitted up. Got some radiator hoses. These are just some cheapos from Rock Auto. That's about the only thing I trust from Rock Auto these days is radiator hoses and belts. You can get a good deal on that. I got everything spaced out about where I need it to be. We're gonna have to trim a little bit on the lower radiator hose, and transmission lines will be a little bit of a challenge because they're down there low and we're running a mechanical fan. So that might be tough to get them out of the way of the fan. But before we can do that, I need to mock up our pulleys, and that means we need to go ahead and install these alternator mounts. These are from Transdap. I got them from Summit Racing. They're chrome. I'm probably going to rattle can them black. The chrome's not very good on these, and I don't really want the chrome, but ideally we're going to have this set up here, and then we have something to base all of our pulley alignment on once the alternator's in place. Here's another Summit Racing piece. I didn't know this, but Summit Racing sells its own brand of one-wire alternators, so that's pretty handy. Definitely affordable, and this is going to be an easy setup here. Just your standard GM one-wire. The only thing we're going to do to modify this is we're going to change the pulley. We're going to put a big Moroso pulley on here, just like what they ran back in the old days. I was planning on using the shifter that came in the car. This is like a mid-70s Camaro shifter. Super simple, super easy. Already has a cable on it, but I could not get the cable to align with the transmission. Just one of those things. I was just probably a ½ inch off. So I'm going to go ahead and put an aftermarket shifter in it. I've got a B&M Star shifter, so it's kind of an old school piece. What I found though was that this shifter is actually welded in place. And I really increased the lighting in here. I rigged up my light up in the headliner area. I can see everything I need to see. Look at that. Got my shifter cut out. Actually did a decent job not leaving a whole lot of stuff behind. So we're going to put our new shifter here, probably dress up some of these welds that are left behind, and then drill some holes, mount it up. Got my holes drilled. Now it's just a matter of bolting this thing in. We'll get the shifter cable routed and run to the transmission. But pretty easy install for one of these things. It's not super complicated. It will work in just about anything with a 3-speed transmission.
Right bolts right there?
Yep, right under there. That's the shifter bolts.
I'm coming this way.
You gonna come all the way through?
Yeah.
Watch your head. Hello there. Whoa. Whoa, that was good. All right, shift knob, kind of the final. Why can't I get that started? There it goes. Yeah, spin it like that. Spin it on there, and then I'll show you how this thing works. Yeah, whenever it feels tight, then I'll show you how the shifter works. You're gonna drive this thing someday, I just know it. All right.
Is it still gonna be yours?
Well, someday it'll be yours. Okay, this goes about like that. You see this thing? Pull that up with your fingers. So when you're sitting still, the transmission's in park. That means it won't go. Hey, you know how to do it. Look at that. See that? That was cool. So I think right now, see, you're doing a full demonstration of this shifter. So what you just did when you pulled up the lever and pulled it back again, you put it into ratchet mode, which means all you got to do is that right there, and it shifts it into second gear, and that right there shifts it into high gear. And then you're completely locked out. You can't downshift, you can't upshift into neutral.
And how does it go fast?
How does it go fast?
Yeah.
Well, when it goes fast, you're starting way back here in low gear. You gotta make sure it's in low gear, and then as the motor revs up, you shift it into second, and the motor revs up again, shift it into high gear. You can tell by the mess that is left behind that I've been making some progress on this Henry J. Made a last minute order for some parts from Summit. Ordered it yesterday. This stuff showed up today. Let's see what all we got here. We've got some lug nuts, because we're gonna have to put some wheels on this thing at some point. We've got the hold down tabs for the valve covers. Those kind of came loose in the package. We got a fan spacer, stickers. We got, what else we got in here? We got a coil bracket, transmission line kit, some seat belt anchors. We're gonna need those at some point. And then we got a charge wire. Those are Summit Racing plug wires. And what we ended up doing, we used an old Corvette distributor. This is a tack drive distributor. So it's got a point style cap. So let's see this end over here. It takes this style of terminal, whereas HEI takes a different style terminal. So we got the right type end on the bottom side too. These are the angled boots.
Boots.
Yeah, those are called boots. And that works well on a big block to get out of the way of the headers. So 18436572. Can you remember that? There's going to be a quiz.
When?
I don't know.
I love your shifter.
Thanks. That's a B&M Star shifter.
It looks very nice.
Yes. Holley sent that to us, and it's a very good piece. It's not 100% period correct for the 1970s,
But it's beautiful.
but it's nice. It's going to work really well.
Daddy, watch out. I'm going to start to drive, Daddy.
Oh my.
Watch out.
Oh my.
Get out of the motor.
I got to get out of the way. Whoa.
Daddy, you're in the way for me to drive to the gas station.
Oh my.
The gas station.
We're at the gas station.
Oh my goodness.
No, you'll be the driver. You're the kid, Baba. Oh, I'm driving back. I hate it.
Oh my goodness.
All the cheese is falling.
You want an other burger?
And chicken nuggets.
Back to regularly scheduled programming. So you guys probably noticed in previous clips of this, you've probably already even left a comment. I had the tunnel ram top on backwards, and that was a mistake. It looked like it could only go one way, and I bolted it on that way. And then I realized, actually my dad pointed it out, that this back carburetor has a little taller flange. So anyways, took it apart, put it back together. It's all good now. So now we're ready to put carburetors on this thing. So I've already got the fuel hose run over here with my T. There are better ways of doing this. I'm doing it the cheap way. Little brass T, 3/8 hose, no big deal. We've got our fuel filter. We've got everything plumbed. It's really getting close. All we got left is bolting 2 carburetors onto this thing and rigging up some carburetor linkage. All right, we're getting down to the pretty much, I don't want to say the end of the project because there's still a ton of stuff to do, but we are getting close to being able to crank this thing up and make some noise. And in order to do that, got to put carburetors on. I've saved this for the very last. I've done everything that I know to do. I've got fittings, I've got belts, hoses, everything is connected for this first fire up. Now, I will go back and dress some things up. The wiring is a little bit of a mess. You know, there's some things that I'll go back and make a little better. But here we go. We got two Holley 450 CFM 4-barrel carburetors. Don't pay attention to my mess. It's okay. It's all right.
We're gonna pay attention.
It's okay. My mess, I've been thrashing on this thing, and our list is getting really short. We just have carbs, carb linkage, oil, transmission fluid, rear end, and then we got to put some tires and wheels on. So, all right.
What did you say?
Let's open this up here. Hang on. Here we go. Right. Here's your, hey, cool it.
Here's your hat.
Here's your hat. Oh, that's very nice. Okay, back to business.
That was a very quick transition.
Back to business, yes. All right, so these are Holley 450 CFM tunnel ram carburetors. They're made to be run on a tunnel ram. They have a single line, which is pretty handy. If you're running dual line Holleys on the tunnel ram, that can get pretty hectic as far as all the lines and stuff. So that's easy. One line in for each one. Linkage is going to be fairly straightforward, hopefully, but 450 plus 450, that comes out to 900 CFM total. So this thing ought to have plenty of fuel. All right.
Bolts right here.
Yeah, just look for the 4 bolts to hold it on there. Found one. That one's a little bit tough because it's got a vacuum port right in the way of the socket and extension.
Oh yeah. Is this enough?
Just go till it feels like it's starting to get tight. See if you put your eyes on it there. Don't look at me. You gotta be able to see what you're doing. You're gonna be able to drive this thing. I know it.
When you're 70 years old.
When I'm 70 years old.
No, 75.
75. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness
Nah,
gracious.
you'll be able to drive it before then. Why did you let me make such a mess?
I
Look at
don't
this.
know.
Tools, bolts, and now you're just gonna you're probably gonna pile that stuff right over here too. All right, there you go. You got your gasket.
Which side is it?
You'll see when you set the gasket up there.
But I can't get.
Oh yeah. Been waiting a long time to see this engine looking like this, and I intentionally left the carburetors for last because I just wanted to be able to step back and see that right there. That is a hot rod.
What's on the list, Daddy?
We're running out of things on the list. We got to put some oil in this thing.
What's this?
It's the radiator cap. I guess we got to put water in it too, don't we?
Okay.
Do all the way around.
All right, so I got this linkage kit that came from Summit Racing. It just ties the 2 carburetors together. It actually came with a vertical bar that went down if I wanted to run a mechanical type linkage. But this car already has a cable in it from 100 years ago, but it's still there. Still seems to work. So I snapped that thing on there, bolted a bracket on. All right, Carly, I need you to sit in the driver's seat. Get yourself comfortable. All right, mash the gas. Just mash it. Yeah, okay, let off. It works. We have full throttle action. Try it again. Woo! Yeah, okay. All right, yeah, that's doing it. That is sure enough doing it. Try it again one more time. Yeah, that is wide open, full throttle. We're connected. We got brakes, we got throttle. It's time to put oil and fluids in it. This is big stuff here.
All of it?
So this is 20W50 oil. That means it's pretty thick. And that's pretty much what I run in all the old cars is 20W50.
Do you need a lot of oil in this motor?
About 5 quarts. We might add another quart if we feel like it. But 5 quarts is enough to get where we're going. We'll have to add a bunch of transmission fluid, which it looks a little tricky to put transmission fluid in it, considering that the dipstick tube is up under the dash.
Where's the lid at?
The lid,
Right here.
yeah, there's that one, and then this is for the oil.
Feels like that's why it leaks.
I don't know. We do need to check that out, though. That's a little leak that we need to fix.
Yeah.
Thanks for checking. Just go for it.
I'm scared.
Got 1 gallon in. Oh, hey,
Sorry.
rippage.
Wait. It's still got. Oh wow, that was a lot that I missed.
It gets trapped up in here. Something didn't work right because this thing was pouring transmission fluid just as fast as you could pour it in. Unfortunately, I poured a whole gallon in there. So we have made a giant mess. Got everything took apart. Everything's cleaned and ready to go back together. The issue was this gasket, which I'm throwing away now. 2 of the holes, 2 of the bolt holes. I thought I was getting the bolt started, but what actually happened was I pushed the gasket and it was no longer sealing against the surface. So we're gonna put a new gasket. Everything's clean and dried, ready to go back together. But man, I was really excited. I was hoping that we were gonna make some noise real quick, real soon. But this is the type of stuff that happens. You gotta just prepare for it, clean up your mess, and move on. All right, instead of dealing with this mess and trying to put the transmission pan back on it while swimming in transmission fluid soup, I'm gonna put some tires and wheels on this thing and we're gonna roll it out into the driveway. We're gonna fix it there. So that's a pretty big step. That's something we haven't even done yet, is fit up some tires and wheels. So we're gonna put these roll arounds. They're just the black wheels I used to have on the Chevelle and some 235/75s. They're gonna look tiny in this wheel well probably, but we're at least gonna be able to roll it, get it out there in the driveway. Well, this is not the joyous occasion I thought it was going to be, putting wheels on this thing and putting it back on the ground. But it's a step in the right direction. It's just not the way I wanted to do it. So it'll be on the ground, but it's to get it out from under this crazy puddle. I'm real curious to see how it sits with these little street tires on the back. Probably going to look a little bit goofy, but it's very, very temporary.